Hi, this is Ryan with BuildWise, and in today's video we're going to talk about scope of work. One of the biggest challenges most real estate investors have when they've identified a property that they're interested in buying, whether it be for a rental property or a fix and flip, is determining an accurate scope of work or an estimate for the rehab. As we all know that rehab costs can either make or break a deal and really affect your return on investment. So we're going to go through a detailed scope of work and show you what you should be looking for when you do request a scope of work from a contractor or anybody that is providing you a scope of work, so you can see the level of detail that you should be getting and should be expecting. So let's dive into it.
So let's log into our online portal so we can take a look at an actual scope of work of a property that we did inspect for a client, and just go through a real scope of work to see the level of detail that you should be getting with any scope of work. From time to time I may say estimate instead of scope of work. I kind of interchange the two, but mean the same when I do say scope of work or estimate. So we're going to go ahead and go into this property here that we provided a scope of work on. And this property here, the client wanted to use it for a flip. So they wanted a fix and flip rehab scope for this project. So we'll go ahead and go into the actual estimate for this. And one of the things that a lot of estimates or scope of works, the way they're done or set up, is that everything is grouped into trades or categories such as electrical, plumbing, framing, and so on. And the difficulty with that is you don't really know what you're getting in electrical if it's grouped together like that. So electrical, $10,000. What does that include? So we like to break it out line item by line item and room by room as well. So you know there is no ambiguity. There is no assumptions being made of what is included in this scope of work and what is not. So you will see as we go through this that everything is broken down per room, and in each room it's saying exactly what is being done, trade by trade, item by item, and so on. So this, like I said, is a fix and flip estimate for a property. And one of the things you need to make sure that you're clear on with anybody providing you a scope of work is what is your true intended use for this property. Is it a fix and flip? Is it a rental? So the quality of finishes and the level of finishes can be accurately estimated and included in your scope of work for that end use. So if it is a rental, you want rental grade materials and maybe the type of flooring that is going to hold up in between tenants. Whereas on a fix and flip, you're going to want to make sure that the finishes are equivalent or is equal to any of the comps in the area of the properties that have sold. So that's really important for everyone to know up front and it be very clear what is the intended end use. Also, a lot of people don't like to share what their rehab budget is. We always ask for the rehab budget just for the simple reason of we want to make sure we're going in and adding everything we know needs to be done and trying to stay within your budget. But if not, we can't stay within that budget, we will put in those items that we are going to highly suggest or recommend being done in an optional area that you can add in if you like. And so we'll go through that in a little bit more detail. So as you can see, this is a single family resident. We break it down by area, so bathroom, and we go through and we talk about and add every item that we're going to be doing in the bathroom. So there is no misunderstanding of what is being done or isn't being done. And so as you can see, it goes through a lot and it's very detailed and it can be a little bit overwhelming, but the goal is to make sure that there aren't any surprises, because we all know that a rehab can either make or break a project. So if the scope of work is not correct from the very beginning and you get hit with a bunch of surprises and change orders, that can totally kill your ROI very quickly. So it's very important to make sure there aren't any ambiguities or misunderstandings on what is and what is not included. So as you can see, this has got 2 bathrooms in this property. It is also, have 3 bedrooms. And we have breaking it down to what's going to be done on the exterior as well as the interior. On this one, we did add some optional items or suggested items on this property because the electrical has not been upgraded in probably ever since the home was built. So the electrical system is older. And so we added in as an option for the client to be able to see what it would cost to upgrade the electrical in this home, which would be, a full rewire and new panel and masthead and service as well. So this is, in our opinion, this is the level of detail you should expect to get and receive when you get a scope of work. And that way you can plug the numbers into your formula that you use to determine if this is a good deal for you or not, and feel comfortable and with, a lot of certainty that these are good numbers for you. So this is a detailed scope of work. Another thing you want to make sure you're getting with your scope of work is you want to make sure you're getting a lot of good photos. A lot of times when you get photos on a property, it's, going to show you the pretty. It's not going to show you the good, bad, and ugly. It's just going to show you the good. So one of the things that you really want to make sure of is that you're getting plenty of photos, videos, walkthroughs, and stuff that are showing really what the condition of the property is. So there you can get a good feel of what it is going to take to get this property to the level you need it to for whatever the end result is. So mechanicals, looking at the electrical system, looking at the flooring, just showing all the good, the bad, and the ugly of a property. So you really get a good feel for it as well. What does the crawl space look like? What is the basement look like, and so on. So you have an idea of exactly what it's going to take or what you're really buying. So it's real important to make sure that the pictures aren't the pretty pictures. They are the ugly pictures as well. And that will help you really be able to make some decisions and add these numbers into your equation, your formula, to make sure that it is a good investment for you.